because if the product is good and you think that you would like to make a difference, boy, I've been sweating here today quite a lot. So, no
Yeah,
worries.
you
But
do the miracle morning every single day. This is
yes,
something that I noticed about you 3 years ago when we really started spending some time together on these calls. You make sure that you don't stop the miracle morning on Sundays. You don't stop it on Saturday. The weekend comes, you keep doing your walks, you keep running through that. There's got to be something that starts in the morning that reminds you to put the shoes on, or that reminds you to, when you're brushing your teeth, what kind of little things in your house have you set up so that you never miss your miracle morning?
that's so wonderful. I think routines are the best ways. Our habits, our creatives, subconscious and conscious, we always talk about. So if we are doing the same routine every morning, your body gets used to it. And if you deviate, then it aligns you, it realigns you. So I get up at about 5ish or so, sometimes 4:30. But the key thing is to really get out of bed quickly, and then don't disturb my wife, right? She gets up at 8 or so. But then the key thing is to really do the routine of brushing the teeth, feeling good about yourself, and then having coffee. That's a big one, right? Look at the stock market. I mean, I try to do that right away, 5 o'clock, to see the futures, if they're up or not, what kind of market. And I read some of the really good salient points about the stocks I'm looking at. But the other part is to get yourself ready for the day. And that's what Hal Elrod book, Miracle Morning, helped me a lot. I picked it up and I met him also at Go Abundance. He was one of the speakers over there. And it's such a wonderful feeling to really align yourself. And we got a lot of notes, right? Yeah.
For everybody who's listening, this is Abundance Thursdays. We do this at 12 p.m. my time. That's 12 p.m. Eastern time. But Vinny right now is doing this at 9 a.m.
Yeah.
PST down on the West Coast. So this is part of his miracle morning on Thursdays, is actually to be on his treadmill, out there walking, and still being productive, doing a podcast, pushing changes into the world through education. So it's very interesting to think about the way you structured your life, Vinny. I know that in the morning I do the same thing. I was going to ask you, what time does Kanchan wake up? Because I found that if I can get up before my spouse, then it
Yes.
creates, okay, I can't be in the house. I can't be here making noise. So I
Yeah.
have to go out to the gym, which then has a different environment that
Yeah.
forces me to, if I show up at the gym, I should do something, right? It feels natural that I go hit the treadmill and I start doing texts or creating a Facebook post. And then from
Mhm.
the time I'm done there, I slide. Well, I've finished up here. Let me get off the treadmill and I'll go do some weightlifting before I go home. That came from kind of this. I got up first, and now there's quiet. I have to be silent in the house.
Yes.
What a
Yes.
great hack. What a great environmental. You change where you physically are at
Yeah.
a certain time. You,
Yeah.
you know you're going to either be in that treadmill room, which is on the other side of the house away from the
Yeah.
family, or you're
Yes.
going to be outside of the house doing your walks, which gets your
Yep.
brain thinking. You're doing your
Yep.
stock markets early. That's a quiet task early in the
Yeah.
morning that you can do. Very smart. Very smart. All right. So you got a bunch of notes for me here. Growth never happens in the comfort zones. Comfort zone is something we talk about a lot. So I want to avoid talking about it the way normal gurus are talking about the comfort zone, because everybody says, oh, nothing grows in the comfort zone.